Well, another Halloween has come and gone, but that doesn't mean we can't keep the party going. Welcome back to Mr. J's Humble Movie Reviews. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. And today, on the 1st of November, we are checking out this lost gem from 1979 titled The Night Dracula Saved the World, or the more apt title, The Halloween That Almost Wasn't. Judd Hirsch, the old guy from Independence Day, plays Dracula, who, with his manservant Igor, played by the guy with white hair who was in, like, everything for the longest time, have decided to call the other who decided to call the other monsters in because someone started a rumor that there's going to be no more Halloween. Who could have done it? Anyway, we get introduced to the other monsters. A classic-looking, but also very old-looking werewolf. The Frankenstein creature, played by that Klingon guy from Star Trek IV and that one Enterprise episode. A Haitian zombie. A mummy. And Winnie the Witch. Excuse me. Don't you just hate interruptions? Anyway, Dracula makes his big entrance in bat form, but Igor forgot to unlock the window, resulting in squish. And of course, Dracula berates Igor. A running gag throughout the film. Anyway, Drac is upset with the other monsters because, well, they're not scary anymore. How do I put this? They capitalize on their notoriety, but not in a scary way. So, Drac orders them to be scary or else they'll be replaced. Of course, Winnie wants to be replaced. She states that she quits. And that she started the rumor about no more Halloween. And she'll make that rumor a reality unless she gets her small list of demands. He said in parenthesis quotes. Long story short, Drac's not that interested in agreeing to any of the demands, and they chase her down Benny Hill style. But she manages to escape. Well, I'm skipping ahead, aren't I? First, Drac berates Igor again. Then Winnie escapes. Drac follows her in bat form, but because it's nearly dawn, he has to return to his tomb. Of course, Igor forgot to unlock the tomb, just like he forgot to unlock the window, resulting in squish face. Then the sun comes up and burns Drac alive. The end. No, I'm just kidding. He makes it to his tomb. Makes a weird face. I have no idea why. Cut to the next night. All the monsters are dejected because Halloween's dying. But Drac has a plan. Storm the witch's castle. And, amazingly, they get the drop on her. But before Drac can hypnotize her into doing his bidding, she brings to life the Three Musketeers, who proceed to totally pwn Drac, even though they don't have a single bit of vampire-slaying equipment. How can he not take them out? Luckily, Igor has a few ideas. Turn into a teeny tiny bat, get into her room through the space under the door, and hypnotize her before she has a chance to do anything. Of course, she was listening by the door, and Igor's voice carries, resulting in slapstick, and an angry Drac. Of course, there's also a ledge that leads into her room through a window. Igor tries to swing in, resulting in more slapstick. Drac puts on his "I'm surrounded by idiots" face, and reluctantly agrees to the witch's demands. Of course, she decides to be contrarian and blatantly state that she's definitely quitting. Luckily, a Deus Ex Machina shows up in the form of two kids who were seen earlier in the film. One of whom is dressed like the witch because she's a witch enthusiast. And they convince her to take her ride via the power of love. So, the witch takes her ride. Cue sappy kid moment. Then, back at Drac's castle, they're all disco dancing, and Winnie wants Drac to dance with her. He's not very... He's not very enthusiastic about the idea until she does a quick costume change. And then, cue the disco dancing. The horror! The horror! So anyway, The Halloween That Almost Wasn't is a silly, ridiculous, highly kid-friendly film that is, by all rights, not worth seeing, but it's just so nice, so enjoyable. I mean, you should see it at least once a year, even if it's half-heartedly. I described it pretty succinctly, but it's got to be seen to be believed. It's something I remember from my childhood, and I'm sure plenty of you have seen at least a clip or two of this when you were younger. And with that, until next year, this is Mr. J signing out. I'm reminding you, never stop celebrating Halloween, because Halloween is the core of every childhood ever. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that sentence.